Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry I'm a little late, you guys. The buses were stopping me. I had to drop my kiddo off this morning, and so for those of you who are wondering what the heck I'm even referring to, I had to drop my kids off this morning, and the school bus brought out the little stop sign and stopped me from going by. So I'm a little behind, but that's okay. Okay, welcome everyone. I'm going to just start jumping in, but if you guys, I'm going to be asking you questions throughout this live, so please interact, please get involved. I will be saving this live. It will be on my page, so if you have to hop out at any point, by all means, do that. And yeah, that's really it. We're going to be talking about how to make money online as a complete beginner, working mom, chaos, all that kind of stuff, and how I've made it happen. And again, if you have any questions, please pop them in here. I did ask some questions, or I asked you to ask some questions in my stories the other day, so I have those ready today. And yeah, I'm just going to jump right in. So make sure you say hi and where you're coming in from as you're entering. And hey, Phil. And I'm going to jump right into it. So my name is Care. I am a working mom over in Canada. Woo woo. And the reason this kind of all started is because I work a lot, and it was a lot to just constantly be working, to just do it all over again. The rush in the morning, the kids, the coffee, the breakfast, the dressing, the school stuff, the out the door, rush. I live in Canada, so snow boots and winter jackets and all the things, and then rush them to school, and then get them at the end of the day, work all day, and then rush to go get them, pick them up and bring them home and shove food in their mouth, and then get them to activities. And it was just a constant rat race. And it just, I had gone to school for 10 plus years. So I actually am in a career that I actually really, really love. I am self-employed in the manual therapy world. So all of my income is service-based treatments, which is lovely, and I do love it, but that is always trading time for money. And so if anyone here has kids, they get sick, and just also life happens, and so you have to cancel days or reschedule. I also get sick. My patients themselves get sick, and so anytime a cancellation happens, that's a loss of income. And so I came onto this because I wanted to find a way to supplement my income. So when those little hiccups in the day happened or the week happened, I was able to supplement and just not lose that money. And then it was, okay, now that we're making money, which again, I will get into how that all works. But now that we're making money, how do we pull back hours? Because as you guys know, if you are all working people, the laundry's got to get done. The grocery shop's got to get done. The house has to get cleaned in some shape or form. Maintenance, and just this adulting life, right? And so I just want to be able to do that during the week and not on the weekends when I'm with, or even in the evenings too, right? Because we do that sometimes. That's my time with my family, is doing the to-dos. Like, that's no fun. So I wanted to find a way to supplement my income and be able to pull back hours at work so that I could literally kind of just enjoy my time with my family when it was time for my family. So how did I do that? Well, I tried a bunch of side hustles, and I'm sure if you're seeing my content, then you have seen lots of different things of get paid to read or make money to poop and all the things, drop shipping and surveys and all the things. And I tried a lot of them. I did, in particular, I actually put effort into print on demand, drop shipping and surveys. I even started an Etsy shop. Like I tried some stuff, but because I had very limited time to put into this, because I was still working full time, and no experience because I'm in healthcare. Woo! Thanks, Phil. Love you. They didn't work for me because I didn't have time to put into it. So I eventually found something called affiliate marketing. Now I'm going to ask you guys now, start start asking some questions. So please just put a yes or a no in the comments here. Have any of you heard of affiliate marketing? If you have heard of it, put a yes in the comments. If you have not, put no. I just want to know where everyone's at in terms of like when I get into explaining this, if you've heard of it or not. Because the reason I really like affiliate marketing is because it literally takes a couple hours a day. The other part about it is literally, I never done anything like this before. Why would I hop online and be like, buy my thing? Okay, so I'll get into that. I'm seeing some yeses and I'm seeing some no's. So, okay, there's more yeses than no's, but I'll still explain kind of the basics, because even though for me, I had heard of it, but I was like, I have no interest in it because I thought I knew what I knew. And you know, you always learn different things from different people. So affiliate marketing is when you promote products and services for companies and you make a commission when anyone purchases through your link. Okay, that's the spiel. What that looks like on here, on the interwebs of the world, is when you see someone going, hey, look at this Amazon gadgets and gizmos. It's a vacuum to clean up your toys, and then your toys don't get vacuumed up by the real vacuum cleaner. Okay, that kind of stuff. I know you've seen them. That's affiliate marketing. The person who's making that video is not working for, like, they don't own Amazon. They're not Jeff Bezos, and they are not an employee of Amazon. What they're doing is they're promoting the products that Amazon already has on their website. And when anyone purchases on their link that they have gotten, again, there's a back end piece to this, but if anyone purchases through the link that that person just created a video on, that person will make a commission. So often you'll see these people go, hey, comment links below and I'll send you the links to my favorite Amazon products. Okay. Amazon's just an easy one to use because we've all seen it, but literally 86% of companies have this. Like, no joke. There's over 107, I believe, over 107,000 companies currently that have this. And these are like super well-known ones like Hobby Lobby, Home Depot, Lululemon, Adidas, Nike, Amazon, like blah, 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 blah. I could keep going and going. Instacart, like every company. But there are certainly many that you've never heard of and you're like, oh, that would be a great program to promote. So I just want you to know there is lots of opportunity. Now, that's what affiliate marketing is, promoting products online. Why does that work for beginners? Because nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows what you're about. So why would you come out of the gates with something that you created? Maybe eventually, but people love Lululemon. People love Nike. People love Amazon. They already know that company and they trust it, right? And so for you, it makes sense to promote products that people already know, love, and trust and purchase them, right? And then you just happen to be the middleman. If you have any questions throughout any of this, just pop them in here and I will do my best to answer them. Okay, I'm just going to check here and make sure I'm following along to what I wanted to talk to you guys about and explain it. So the nice thing about affiliate marketing too is an entryway is you don't need any previous experience. Again, the only way I had used social media myself was like a personal Instagram, and I'd used Facebook like long ago. I'm 38, like in my early 20s. So when I first started this, I was pretty much new to the game. I had never made a reel before. I'd never been on TikTok before. And so it is very possible to have success. I say that laughingly now. Of course, I was scared out of my boots when I first started. But I didn't, sorry, I just got distracted. There's a butterfly that flew by, which is kind of fun. I had to learn. And now I have over 150,000 followers across the board. And I started from a big old goose egg, 0. So just know that you don't have to have any experience. You don't need to have any followers. In fact, I often recommend not having any followers. You want to start from scratch. You do not want family and friends to be a part of this. And that is often a very big fear of people. So I'm going to start getting into the questions that many of you asked in my stories. And again, I'll remind people who are just kind of logging in here, that this live will be saved. And if you ever want any information I am talking about, I just created a brand new workshop that is completely free. Yes, you haven't seen this before. It's completely free, a whole workshop on how to do this and set it up as a complete beginner. How you're going to get access to that is you're going to click on my name right here, and you're going to go to the link in my bio. I hate saying that, but that's where it is. And that is for a free workshop. I want to make that clear. That is not paid. That is a free workshop. So click here and then you'll go to a link. Oh no, I hope this doesn't turn me off. Hang on a second. I have a little timer thing, so it might kick me off, and I will come back on if it does. But yeah, so I'm going to get into some questions, but if you have any additionally, put them in the comments here and I'll make sure I answer them, okay? So number one question people always ask is, do you need experience? I just went over that, but no, the answer is no. You need to learn how to do this. You need to learn how to set things up. And what is setting up? Oh, hey, Brad. So setting this up is when, this is the part that is very, makes it 1 to 2 hours a day. There is an automation system that you need to have in place so that you can keep this to 1 to 2 hours a day. Those automation systems are something called a funnel, and or sales funnel if you really want to be fancy about it, and an email autoresponder. Again, I go into detail in my workshop about all of that, but those two pieces, again, you set them up once and then they're done. And that is how people make money in their sleep, because the internet doesn't sleep, and there's countries all around the world and billions of people online who are going to be purchasing at all hours of the day, right? So that you need those things in place. But again, you don't need experience for those. You just need to set those up and learn how to set those up. So again, I go over that in my little workshop if you want that. I will come to your question in a second. Okay. Do you need followers? No. And here's the biggest thing is I think a lot of people fear going online and their friends and family seeing them and all that kind of stuff. I truly want to have a little bit of an honest hour here with you guys. I have been doing this since February of 2023. I didn't mention that at the beginning. I have been doing this, for almost 2 years. I can literally count on 2 hands how many people in my life actually know I'm doing this. And most of them, it's because I've told them. And you guys have seen my content. My face is all over the place. But if you are not looking to make money online, you're not going to find my content, because that's how the algorithm works. So you don't want any followers. You actually want to start from complete zero. So you build an audience who are interested in what you're doing. And let me give you an example. Again, I go into much detail into my workshop here, but if you wanted to do mom content, that's great. Awesome. That's a huge niche and it's a great niche. However, and a niche is a category. Working moms are different from stay-at-home moms. Teenage moms are different from newborn moms. So they're all different audiences within a niche, and they all need different things. And by things, I mean the products you're going to promote. It's super important to know the difference. And so the reason I'm highlighting this right now is because when you start a brand new account, that has to be crystal clear. You have to know who your target audience is, and it is not your family and friends typically. Like, you might have one friend who's in your niche, but even then you can go and block them. There are ways around your family and friends finding out about this if you don't want them to. Promise you. So that leads me into my next thing is everyone goes, do I have to show my face? Here's the thing. The answer is absolutely not. You don't have to. I think there are certain niches that play to this a little bit better. For example, Amazon Gadgets and Gizmos, you don't have to show your face. If that's what you want to do, you don't have to show your face. You know that. You've seen that. It's usually an overhead shot of people using the thing from Amazon and then comment links and below and whatever. So certain niches play to that. I follow someone, for example, who is an Amazon influencer, and they do all the dupes and like different like fashion things. They have to show their face because they're wearing the clothes and the things and the stuff like that. But if you were to do toys, You could just literally show how the hands are using toys, cooking, an overhead of how you're preparing a meal, and then what it looks like, and the step-by-steps. Again, you've seen these kind of videos. Coffee is a great one with faceless. Pets is a huge niche and a great one because lots of people are looking for different solutions for whatever the, like, let's say breed has, right? So no, you do not have to show your face. So you do not need experience, you do not need followers, and you do not need to show your face. Again, if you have to leave this live at any point in time, it will be saved. And also I would encourage you, I go through this in much more detail right here in my workshop. You're going to click on here and it will take you. Okay, so you do not have to show your face. It is beginner friendly and you do not need followers. You can promote whatever you want. So a lot of people go, oh, well, I want to do affiliate marketing, but I don't want to promote a course. Well, you don't have to. In fact, like I am a tiny little corner of the internet that does affiliate marketing for a course. Truly, if you look at anyone's profile that you follow, like whoever it may be, as long as it's not a family or friend, if you look at their profile and you look at the link in their bio and you open it, chances are those are often affiliate programs. So you will literally see this in every niche that you see. Like I'm about to create a bunch of videos today because I have the day off. Yay, the bonus of this. And I'm going to create a bunch of videos walking you through what this looks like. I have a few videos already on like footwear, gray hair, travel. Travel's a great faceless niche if that's what you're interested in. Toys, like all the different things. It does not have to look like making money online. That just happens to be my niche. So yeah, no, it does not have to look like this. Okay, I'm going to go back. Oh no, maybe your question. Okay, good. When you want to promote a product, your new Instagram account should be just on the one product or can it be multiple? Great question. Okay, so that will depend. I would say you never want to confuse your audience. And so I'm going to get into the weeds a little bit, but you can always DM me if I don't answer your question properly. If you have more than one product, it kind of depends what you're doing. I always recommend people to start with one product because that's your one quote unquote front door. You're not confusing your audience. You're not sending them in different directions for different products. At the very beginning, that can be very overwhelming. The reason I explain that or recommend that is because when you create an email list in affiliate marketing, which is a very important step that gets missed by beginners if they don't learn the proper way. In your email list is where you would promote other products so that your face to the world on social media is for one thing in particular that is the main solution for your audience. And then once you have people in your email list because you've created something free for them to want to be a part of your email list because they're interested in what you're doing, that's where you would then promote your other products. Now, there is a stage in the game, and again, you've seen this online, where if you're kind of a little bit of like an influencer because you've gained an audience, absolutely, you can throw multiple links around. But again, you're not capturing emails, which is a huge part of this. There has been a frenzy of people who lose their accounts on social media. They have nothing if they don't have their email list. So it is really important in the process to build an email list. Again, when you're a beginner, and I remember when I first listened to all of this, I was like, what's an email list? How do you do that? I don't know. You get those emails all the time from Old Navy, Barnes and Noble, like all these companies, huge companies have emails being sent to you and they're automated. That is a part of the process that you set up in your business, affiliate marketing business. When you set this all up, again, you set that up once, and that's really that's where the multiple products come into play. I hope that's not too confusing. I don't want to overwhelm anybody because it really is not that complicated. I promise you. I promise. I have 2 young kiddos and I learned how to do this and I had no experience. Again, I just want to keep reiterating that. Trust me. And again, if you have to leave at any point in time, I have a free workshop here that goes through everything. Oh, you're so welcome, Allie. I hope that's helpful. Hop into my DMs anytime. I'm happy to get into the weeds with you. Okay. Another question people often ask is this an MLM? Is it a pyramid scheme? Oh my goodness, no. Okay, so let me give you the history. Affiliate marketing, again, is when you promote products and services for companies online and you make a commission when anyone purchases through your link. So what will happen is little old you is gonna walk on over to the website of the company you want to be an affiliate for. You're gonna apply to their affiliate program. So again, it's you, and we'll say Amazon because that's an easy one. You and Amazon. Okay. Now they've given you a link you can use for all the products you're promoting. Great. Again, it's just you and Amazon. This is single level marketing, not multi-level marketing. There is no upline, there is no downline. If someone purchases a product through my links from Amazon, right? Because I'm the middleman. If someone purchases those, no one else is making money. Amazon's making the bulk of the money and I'm making a commission of it. That's it. If someone else decides to be an affiliate for Amazon because they purchased through me and they're like, hey, that was pretty cool that you made money off of that. How can I do that? Great. They would then set up. And again, I have nothing to do with that relationship and Amazon. I have nothing to do with it. I think it's great for them, but that's it. So there is no upline, downline teams, networking, nothing like that, which is why this is, again, a great opportunity for beginners to do this because I don't know anybody. I'm just a mom in Canada. I don't know any. I'm not knocking on people's doors and getting them to do this with me. I'm just hopping on a live on a Thursday morning to say, hey, this is what I do. And it's pretty great. If you're looking to make money as well, I would recommend doing this. Okay? So no pyramid, no MLM. And that's not to throw shade, by the way. There are people who are wonderful at that and companies that have great business models. Good on them, but not for me. Okay, how do taxes work? So I'm just going to straight up tell you, I am not an accountant and I am certainly not brilliant with money. However, from what I understand, I am in Canada and I am self-employed. So when it comes to this business, not much changes for me. But what I understand from the American standpoint, because most of you are probably from the United States of America, when you're a regular employee, you are a W-2 employee. Meaning you're getting all the subtractions and all that kind of stuff already on your check and you get that check bi-weekly or whatever it may be. When it comes to tax season, I will answer your question in a second there. When it comes to tax season, you will get from all the companies that you promote for. For me, I am an affiliate for 8 different companies. So I get a 1099 slip from all 8 companies. And I have to be responsible because again, I'm self-employed. This is my own little gig I'm doing on the side, right? I have to be responsible because at the end of the year, I got to pay taxes. In Canada, it's about 30%. I think it's about the same in the States. I could be wrong. Again, I'm not an accountant. Go see your accountant for that. But generally speaking, that's the idea. You still pay taxes, but it's a different, look at that. It's a different breakdown from what you're used to if you were used to being a W-2 employee. That's really all I can kind of break down on that. Truly, if you have more questions about the tax side of things, you can absolutely ask me more, maybe specifically to your situation in my DMs. But yeah. Okay. Do you need to have many followers on your IG so you can sell? So yeah, the whole point of when you start from zero with your social media accounts is you want to build your audience. So if you have no one following you, it takes a while to get this train rolling, right? So you're going to create content. And when you're first starting, I recommend a few posts a day, but again, it's whatever you're able to manage on your own. I can get into more of that if you ever want to ask more questions about content creation. But you need an audience in order to promote and have people be interested in what you're promoting. So when you first start, you're going to want to build and create content that is educational and entertaining for your audience and relatable to your audience, right? Again, if you're a woodworker, you're not going to be doing baby content. You may be a woodworker who just had a son and that's great, but if your content and your product is really all about woodworking and tools and classes to be able to like make certain things or whatever. Again, you're not going to do content about a baby or like what it's like to be a new dad or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can be something, but your content can't be about that if that's not what your product is about. So you need to build your audience to like know, like, and trust you. And then the numbers will come. You do not have to be huge in order to make sales. That's for certain. I just recently grew. I would say the springtime is when my accounts really took off. And I was making more than enough before that. Like I've been working part-time since I was 3 or 4 months into this. And I did not have the following I have now. So followers aren't everything, but yes, you do need to build an audience. And that comes with time and creating content that again is relatable to your audience and educational and entertaining about what you're promoting. I hope that helps. And how do you promote and sell the products? Okay, so again, you're going to do that in your content. Now there's a couple, I should say a couple, but you have to test the waters a little bit. Social media is a bit of a hormonal menopausal woman. So sometimes when I first started, like long content was everything. Now short content is everything. So, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this even on your own algorithms, but talking long explanation type videos were really popular almost 2 years ago. And now the popular ones are like screen on text, 7 minute or 7 seconds looping. So, excuse me, that's how you're going to promote and sell is by like using creative content, and that content drives traffic to your affiliate links because someone goes, hey, that's great, I love that product. So either they send it to you right in the post because you've commented and that link gets sent to them, or they come to your profile, they follow you and they go, hey, wait a minute, they have this thing, I'm gonna check that. So that's how you would promote and sell. Oh, another question. This is, I think, the last question. Yeah, this is the last question. A lot of people ask, is this industry saturated? Okay, I hope I can remember these numbers because I don't have them written down here. But this industry is so far from saturated, it's crazy. So this affiliate marketing, again, is when you promote products and services for companies, when you make a commission, when anyone purchases through your link. The reason I'm re-explaining that is, this started in 1989 at a flower shop. Let's all go back to 1989, okay? The internet was hardly here. I mean, it was here, but it was all dial up. If anyone else is my age, like you have to wait. It was slow. And it started then. By 96, again, don't fact check me on this, but I believe it was 96 is when Amazon jumped on board. And then 2010, 2011 is when social media exploded. So ever since then, it's just been going grower and bigger and bigger and bigger. And now we're in this opportunity where regular old folk, like, again, I don't know about you, but I always thought it was like celebrities and influencers who could do this. And the reality is no. People are over that. They don't want to see this picture perfect. Like I made a post a couple weeks ago about how companies will still pay the celebrities, but I personally am not going to buy a Vino because Jennifer Aniston's in a commercial for it. That's great. I like Jennifer Aniston, I think, but there's no way she uses a Vino. Like we all know that, right? And so when you're actually looking for products and you see it on regular people, again, you may not know them, but regular people who are relatable, that's when you're actually like, everybody looks for a YouTube video that's a tutorial and everyone's like Googling reviews on certain things. This is how this works and why it's super successful. So as of right now, it is a $17 billion industry. And in the next 3 years, it's jumping to a $27 billion industry. It's insane. It's not going anywhere. So now is the time to learn, is what I'm trying to say. Again, if you were a beginner and you're just hopping in, I am getting closer to the end of my live. So if you really want to watch this again, I will repost it. But the other part is I have a brand new free, long and in-depth workshop right here. If you click this, it will take you to my link. That is for a free workshop that will walk you through all these steps in detail of how to actually set this up as a complete beginner who literally knows nothing. Like we're talking baby talking here, like dumbed down so that you can actually put this into action. Thanks, Phil. Yeah, it was great. And the market needs it. You haven't seen this before. You guys need to have someone who can walk you through and you can watch it multiple times. That's where that is. So again, you're going to want to click on that and it will take you to my link and that will show you the workshop. Okay. I think that's all the questions. Yes, because I did the taxes and we did the saturated. Is there any other question for anybody else? Thanks, Phil. Thanks, buddy. That anyone else has about affiliate marketing? I know it can be overwhelming, and that is literally why I didn't do it as the first side hustle I tried online, because it just seemed like there was a lot of steps. There's a lot of things to it. But I truly mean this. It is the best way for beginners to start. End of story. Because you don't have a product. You don't even know how to make a product at this point. You don't have an audience yet. And so this is where you start. You start with something that people are looking for. So a product that people are looking for, you apply to be an affiliate and you start putting it on the interwebs where there are billions, with a B, billions of people online looking for that product. That's really it. I'm just trying to think. When I talk about a day in the life, I really do want to make this clear. I spend about 45 minutes every morning. I get up, that's my like me time. I have a coffee, I hop on my computer, I answer some emails, I go through kind of making sure my content is ready for the day. And then I get back to being a mom. I go and get my kids, I get them ready for the day, we have breakfast, I get them in the car. Again, it's much more relaxed because I don't have to start at the crack of dawn for work I can pull back hours. That's what this has allowed me to do, to just be more chill, enjoy my life a little bit more. And yeah, it's been pretty great. So that's what the morning looks like. Then some days I work, some days I don't. I used to take about 30 to 35 patients a week. Those are all hour-long slots. I'm now down to about 20, like maybe. I often get cancellations and don't fill them. I could. I have a very busy practice, but I don't have to, because if I want to go run and do a grocery shop on a Tuesday at 10 a.m., I can. So that's great. So that's what the day looks like. Sometimes I work, sometimes I don't. And then after work, I can leave work early and I go get the kids. I get them earlier than I used to. Instead of 5:30, I'm getting them usually around 4:30. I have time with them. Dinner, we make sure that that's obviously happening. We get to enjoy each other's time a lot more. Things are so much slower than running around. And the good and the nice part too is like now we actually take family holidays and not stress about it. We get to not work for all those things, right? The kids are in activities. Like my older daughter, she's 5. She's in competitive dance. Oh, I'm like not ready for that. And she's playing hockey and swimming, and she was in soccer and baseball, and we can do all these things and the Costco bill and the holidays and work part-time. Like that's pretty amazing from my opinion. So I'm not sure if you guys relate to that, but it's just been a huge blessing in my life, this side hustle. It's changed my marriage, it's changed our bank account, and it's changed our day-to-day life. One really cool thing, which I will drag you guys along because you guys asked and I kind of left it, but we've been able to do some pretty cool renovations around the house too, which has been really exciting. And you know, when you buy a house, you don't know when that day will come, and it has come because I've started this, and it's again, it's been doable within no more than 2 hours a day. 2 hours is pushing it. When I first learned, yes, I spent 2 hours a day, but affiliate marketing is one of those things that as you get better at it and you understand how this really works, you can really dial it back, and that machine will keep working. And you just fine tune it along the way. So if you guys don't have any other questions, again, I want to encourage you that you're going to want to click here, grab my free workshop that walks you through exactly how this works as a complete beginner in literally baby talk. It will dumbs it down very much for you, step by step, how it works. And if you have any questions, you can always hop into my DMs. I am there for you all the time. I'm sending voice notes all the time. And that's really it. If you have questions, let me know. I'm happy to help you. Again, click there, grab my free workshop if you're interested, and I will repost this live. Have a great Thursday, you guys.